So this is the new RIP dashboard on my new app, and it looks a little different from the last time this was shown, which was in that prismatic opening where I'm trying to complete my master set. It was at the very end of the video, and between then and now, there have been a lot of upgrades, which I'm going to share with you guys. And I'm going to start with the dashboard itself here. So what this app allows me to do is to record all of my pack weights as well as the hits, and now it even calculates the value of the cards that I have pulled and recorded. It also calculates the pull rate as well as the value you get per pack. So it records a lot of things, way more data than my very first original chart, which was just a bar chart. There's a lot of information just by looking at the dashboard itself. For example, hovering over prismatic evolutions here, we see that I have opened 257 packs. I have gotten 74 hits, and that is a change from the last time, which said 75 hits. That is incorrect because I had accidentally marked a master ball as a hit, but I don't count that as a hit. So I removed that. So it dropped from 75 to 74. And here's a new number to look at. The total value that I have so far pulled from Prismatic Evolutions is $775.14, which is measly compared to how much money I had to spend in order to get all my packs. And then the final number shown here is the price per pack. If we divided this $775 across all 257 packs, we get $3.02 per pack. That is how much I have gotten in return from opening all of those packs. And definitely a lot of this total value was carried by the evolutions. Actually, it's only, for the most part, carried by the evolutions. And yeah, okay, a couple other SIRs. So absolutely helpful, amazing information to look at. I really, really like this. Especially this $3.02 per pack. It kind of, puts things into reality perspective a little bit. I don't really get much back. I get some money back, but it's only worth it if it's MSRP. If you have to pay like $10 per pack, that's awful. That's terrible. Now, that being said, let's look at every single one of these sets here that I have opened and recorded on my new app and compare them all. Let's go to the pack that was the worst in terms of returns per pack. And the worst one is Phantasmal Flames. Even though I had opened 245 packs, I cannot believe it. And I got 97 hits. The total value of what I had recorded was only $300.35. That is so sad. And what does that mean per pack? It's $1.23 per pack. Wow, amazing. Let me see if I can zoom in too. Okay, this is so much better. Look at that. Why did I not do that in the beginning? $1.23 per pack. That was Phantasmal Flames. That is awful. Awful, awful. How about the one that gave the most return? Well, from this dashboard, it looks like Ascended Heroes, but that is not actually the case because for Ascended Heroes, we recorded things a little differently. But let me go over the numbers first. I opened 68 packs, got 24 hits, $270.56 in total value so far. And that comes to $3.98 per pack, which doesn't sound too bad, especially if you get these packs at MSRP. You're getting over half of the cost back. But let me click into Ascended Heroes real quick. So here's some general analytics at the top. 68 total packs, 24 hits across 68 packs. Hit rate is about 0.3529. Yeah, I added the 10,000s and 100,000s position, just like I said from the last time. So hit rate is 35.29%, pretty much. And here's that total value again. Here's the value per pack. It's down here. Well, we have, the hits. The hits are recorded in this column, or rather the packs that had hits. And then here's the weight of the packs. And then here is the total value column where it calculates the total value that you get from that pack. Okay. It's not just the card, but the pack. So in this pack, 22.62 grams, apparently, we had one hit, and the total value of that pack was $8.59. Now in the next pack, 22.72 gram, there were no hits in there, but it still has a total value of 70 cents. And why is that? Well, because for Ascended Heroes, we recorded all of the cards that we found in the pack. The commons, uncommons, the rare holo, the reverse holos. And that's what you can see here when we click cards. Ta-da! Here are all the card names that we had found, and that includes the commons and uncommons and so on. So for Erica's Oddish here, it's a what rarity? A common. What's the finish? It's normal, meaning it is a non-holo of any kind, not a reverse holo. And here's the quantity that we found too. And then the next Erica's Oddish here, the rarity is common. Well, the finish is a reverse holo foil Pokeball. We found one. So all the cards that are considered non-hits, we actually recorded it. And this is why we have a total value for packs that had no hits. That is also included in the total value number here and is included with the value per pack as well. And how did we even, record every single other card? Because that is a lot to do. Well, it's this feature up here. Scan Pack AI. We actually have AI on this app scanning the cards and automatically recording them. So we would take my videos where I open the packs and you know how I'm going through each of the cards in the pack? We run that video through an AI and the AI will actually scan each of those cards that I have pulled and automatically record it for us. And we do have to double check because once in a while it does make an error. Or, video quality may not be as good or something, something happens. So we always have to double check ourselves. Just watch the video, make sure what it's recording is the right card. And that's that. We have all the cards from the packs that I have opened. Now let me go back to the RIP dashboard. And again, even though Ascended Heroes looks, like the set that has so far given the most returns, it's not if we remove all of the regular cards that are non-hits. So what would be the one that gave me the most return? Well, it's right here. Destined Rivals. 390 packs. I am crazy. But then again, Destined Rivals did show up in various products, like a lot of various products. And I'm still not done with Destined Rivals. I actually have a few more packs to open. But 390 packs. 153 hits, and for a grand total of $1,444.70 in value in those recorded cards. And that gives us $3.70 per pack. That's pretty good. That is not bad. But the big disclaimer is a lot of this value is carried in that Mewtwo that I pulled in one of my earliest videos. And then, of course, there was, Cynthia's Garchomp as well. Two major SIRs are pretty much carrying a lot of this value. Although I should probably take that back because actually a lot of the IRs have gone up as well. It's just such a classic set. Even though it's not, the original classic, but it brought back so many of the classic characters. Like if anyone was sleeping on these cards, shame on you. They are such amazing cards. And I was so happy to pull a whole ton of them. But let's click into Destined Rivals. Here we are, 390 packs. Total hits 153. Hit rate 39.23%. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Kind of standard, I think. And then, value over here. So down here are all of the packs that I had opened. Here are all the weights recorded. And as you can see, some of them don't have hits. But also they don't have any total values recorded. It's because for sets before Ascended Heroes, we did not record every single card in the pack. We did not have that capability. I just recorded the hit. So the total value that we see here is literally the value of just that hit and not the entire pack. If we included every single card that I had pulled, well, definitely this number would go way up. Because 390 packs is a lot of packs. Anyhow, back to the RIP dashboard. Let's look at the next set that made the most return. And it's this, White Flare. I don't know if that's surprising to you or not, but this is White Flare. And again, I only have the value of all the hits and not every single card. In White Flare, I pulled 97 packs only, but I got 42 hits. That is crazy. And the total value was $357.15, which gets us to $3.68 per pack. We click on White Flare. Here we are. Hit rate. Hit rate was amazing. 0.4330, 43.3% pretty much. That is pretty high. It doesn't seem, super high because in Destined Rivals it was 39 point something percent. But still, you think about it, it's pretty close to 50-50. Not too far from 50-50. 43.3%. And it's likely because of the doubles. I love doubles. The double hits. There's plenty of them in Black Bolt and White Flare. And if we go down here, let me see. So this is, of course, remember, this is the column of hits. Now let me get to where the hits are. Here we are. Hit. Oh, I know for sure. This is the Reshiram SIR. See the total value, $157.25. Super awesome. Here, if there were double hits, then the hit column for that pack is going to say 2, which it does. See, 2, 2, 2. And again, another 2. I don't think there are triples. Nothing like 3, right? I don't think so. It's just maximum 2 hits. Unless you get a God pack, and that's different. And let's go back. And let's look at Black Bolt, because Black Bolt was kind of miserable. Black Bolt, 126 packs. So a bit higher than White Flare packs. 50 hits. $248.45 in total for, $1.97 per pack. Yeah, that is a far cry from the $3.68 per pack from White Flare. What's wrong with you, Black Bolt? Yeah. And the hit rate, of course, is not as great, 39.68%. I don't know why the hit rates are different, but that's the way it is. And Black Bolt is basically the second lowest in return, just above Phantasmal Flames. How about the third worst? It's actually Paradox Rift here, even though I showed you guys that it is definitely weighable. So it probably looked like I should have pulled a whole bunch of hits and whatnot. And well, that's not the case, because before I even started YouTube, I had already weighed Paradox Rift and had already discovered that it was weighable, that there was a really good sweet spot where hits were nearly 100% guaranteed. And I only showed you the hits, the hit packs. What about the non-hit packs? Well, there was a lot of non-hit packs. And I didn't sell any of them because I knew at that point that they were definitely no-hit packs. So I opened them all and confirmed my suspicions. So that got me to 205 packs open for Paradox Rift. 68 total hits found. That gives us a 33.17% hit rate. And I got $408.53 in total value, $1.99 per pack. So that's, 2 cents above Black Bolt? And yeah, here they are. Here there are lots of non-hits. This is the non-hit column. No hit, no hit, no hit. All hits are down here. I imagine the 30 percentile is actually the typical hit rate for most sets. That's my guess. Because that's really what we encounter the most. How about the next one? I don't know. What's the next one? Surging Sparks. 146 packs, 56 hits, $416.23 in total, $2.85 per pack. Click that. Here we are, 38.36% hit rate. And here they are. Very simple. I love this. I love my new app. Kudos to my husband for working super, super hard, losing a lot of sleep just to get this done. He was kind of obsessed with this project as well. He just really wanted it to get done. Very incredible. Oh, and if you guys like the information that I am giving you right now, consider liking and subscribing and commenting below what you like most about this new app, as well as what do you think, new information, what sort of data would you like to add? We can consider it. Also, put a big shout out to my husband. He really worked hard. All right, the last two right here, Mega Evolution and Journey Together. The price or value per pack is actually the same. I just noticed that. So for Journey Together, we opened 129 packs. We got 54 hits, $382.31 in total value, $2.96 per pack. Mega Evolution, 269 packs. Oh gosh, I went crazy with Mega Evolution. And then 114 hits, $796.90 total value. And again, $2.96 per pack. So that's funny. Funny. Let's look at Mega Evolution. What's the hit rate? Whoa, 42.38%. I think that is just under White Flare. Yeah, White Flare was like 43.3%. And I don't know if I showed you the last time. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I only showed you the analytics right here. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this was the new chart. This is another new chart that my husband made. It was the rarity distribution. It's this massive fatty bar chart that shows you the distribution across the hits that you get. So the double rares down here is DR. IR is illustration rare. UR is ultra rare. SIR, of course, you know what that is. And if you hover over the bars, it shows you how many you got and then compares them to each other. So obviously double rares, we got the most of it. 55. Gosh. And then illustration rare is second, 30. Ultra rare is 26. Super close to illustration rare, actually. It's a little surprising. Isn't one of them supposed to be less or more hard to find? I don't know. And of course, SIR, boop, this tiny platform down here. And then we get this bar chart, where you can group it, that exact. Ooh, this actually fits it right here. That's pretty nice. And then you got this down here, which is super interesting information that I'm not going to cover at the moment because this is a lot already. But here, the showcase. This is what I wanted to show. Yay, it's all the cards that I found, and it will also include the doubles. So look, Mega Lucario, I found at least 3 of them. Oh, jeez. Stuffle, I found a Stuffle. I remember Bulbasaur. That was one of the last times that I had opened Mega Evolution, found Bulby. Oh, Mega Venusaur. Oh, all these SIRs right here. I don't know if they were intentionally arranged like this. I don't think so. They just happen to be next to each other. Wally's Compassion, Rare Candy, 2 Night Stretchers at least, 2 Acerola's Mischiefs. What the? How many Mega Manectrics are there? Well, 5 of them I could literally have. I mean, just imagine if I was a trainer inside a real Pokemon game. 5 of my Pokeballs will have Mega Manectric. I don't know what the 6th one would be. Oh, yeah, more Stuffles, of course. And Gumshoes, yeah. 2 Steelixes. Oh, my Marshadows. I don't mind getting more Marshadows. Shedinja and Teleon. There's still IRs that I have not pulled, I think. Oh my gosh, 4 Ivysaurs. I do know I pulled a whole ton of them. But Mega Kangaskhan. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's 6 of them. I could have a whole party of Mega Kangaskhan. Oh, and Mega Latiases. Yeah, why not? Yeah, definitely the bases. I could have a whole party of the same Pokemon. Oh, geez. A Mega Venusaur? Okay, cool. All these doubles, triples, quadruples, and I don't know what 5 would be. Man, it's just so much fun just looking at all the hits that you got. Well, let's go back. Having too much fun here. Journey Together. This is the last one to look at. Interesting. Yeah, hit rate is 41.86%. That is a little less than Mega Evolution. Because Mega Evolution was 42. This is 41. And then White Flare was 43. But Journey Together ended up having the same total, not the same total value. Journey Together got the same value per pack as Mega Evolution. Let me look at Showcase just for fun. Because I for sure got doubles, triples, whatever. Look at that. This is so cool. Yeah, here's 3 SIRs. No, 4 SIRs. I kind of wish I kept Volcanion. I actually sold Volcanion a while back because I had a feeling the price was going to drop, and it did. But now I wish I kept it because I think I could pretty much almost make a full set, a complete master set. I'm close because I think I got most of the SIRs or a lot of them. And lots of double rares, of course. Oh no, I don't have Hops Zacian. That is what I am missing. I need a Hops Zacian. And of course, the distribution I hear. Whoa, I did not get as many IRs here as I did from Mega Evolution. Yeah, Mega Evolution, I know for sure, pretty generous in terms of IRs. I feel like I just kept pulling them, which is great because I love the artwork in it. This is why this chart is useful. You could be surprised by what you find. Anyhow, that is it that I wanted to show you for this new app. Yes, this is called a new app. We'll go over the other analytical stuff in a different video because this is already kind of running pretty long. Also, I'm going to give a shout out to the members of this channel right there at the screen. You guys are amazing. So thankful for your support. That is why you guys get to see this video early. And for the rest of you, thank you also for watching the video and for sticking around and for subscribing. You can also consider being a member as well in order to support the channel and all that we do here. Getting a lot of this data set up for the nerdiest of you because, you know, this is definitely for data nerds. And it's so cool to see. And again, leave a comment to let me know what it is that you like about this new app and things that you would like to see added, you know, data-wise. In terms of the features that we have already, we have a collection tab where you can see the entire collection you have collected. That was sort of redundant. And this is a bunch of cards. It even includes Rebel, Clash, Chilling Reign, Astral Radiance, and all of that. Okay, and so not saying that this collection dashboard here has every single card that I have. It doesn't. You have to look at this column here that says owned, and it shows you how many you own of that card. And notice how it has market price, because you could actually see market price here as well. Isn't that neat? Oh, look, I have something. Oh, yeah, Acerola's Mischief and Uncommon from Ascended Heroes. I apparently have 3 of them. Each of them are worth 5 cents right now, so total value is 15 cents. Isn't that cool? I am loving this app. Or rather, I should say I'm loving my husband for making this. And then, of course, you know the RIPS tab up here. We have an expenses tab where you can actually record how much you spend for a product. This ought to be called the reality check tab, or maybe the budget tab, or I don't know. But you can record how much you spend. Like you go to Best Buy, you got something at MSRP, you record the cost of that product. And whatever the total spent is over here, it can be counted against the total value that you get from the pack or the set so that you get a net value. That is the idea of why we have this expenses tab. And the next tabs are system admin, deck builder, literally, yeah, deck builder, which is to make a deck. You make a custom deck yourself and you choose which cards from which sets that you want in that deck. And it tells you how many you have of that card. So then you can see whether or not you can complete this deck. So that is a feature that is being built out. And then, of course, settings. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting, being a member. You guys are amazing.